Ladies, if you're listening, please. It doesn't matter if he has a car today. He could not have a car tomorrow.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if he has six figures today. He could not have six figures tomorrow.
Big.
And the same goes for you. So you can't marry for those things that are temporary.
Right.
You have to marry for the things that are eternal. You don't just get up and have a divorce or just break up. We don't have that reality, right? And when you don't have the reality, what do? You work at it. Everything's a season. Right now may be bad, but tomorrow may be good.
Maybe good.
So you keep going. Okay. Unless the Lord is calling you to leave that relationship, hold on to him tight. You are blessed. It is the grace of God you have him because it is complete trash.
Yeah, but he's not the same person I met. Like, he changed.
As he should. So should you. Everyone evolves. Okay. Black people don't have the choice to be depressed. There's a bill to be paid. Their kids have to be picked up. They have to go to school. Food has to be in the fridge. They have to be fed.
Right.
We don't get to be depressed.
All day long. I want you to listen all day. Welcome to another exciting episode on the SocialPath podcast.
Hey guys, welcome back to the SocialPath. I am your host, Harry Obama J. I've missed you guys, so it's a pleasure to be back. Hey guys, if you haven't done so already, do me one big favor. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with my new guest, Miss Bevy Bev. What's up, Bev? What's up, man? Good to see you on the platform. You know, blessing the stage.
This is
the SocialPath so glad to see you. You made it. You came from work, right?
Yes. Long day, but I'm here.
Long day. Okay.
Promise.
Okay. So because you're new to the show, people want to know who you are, right?
Okay.
So just give us something about yourself. You know, where you from? What do you do? What are you looking for? Are you single? If you're single, what are you looking for? You know, we want to hear that. So like, the floor is yours. Who is Bevy Bev?
Bevy Bev is Bevy Bev.
Okay.
I'm of Ghanaian nationality.
Okay.
But I was raised here in Long Island.
Okay. LI, shout out.
You know, I'm an educator as my profession, but I am a church girl at heart.
Okay, church girl.
Christ.
You know, they say the church girls are
the
wildest girls. You know
really?
That's what they say.
Really?
That's the title. Church girls and equals wild.
I go
don't
hard
know.
for Jesus. I do.
Okay,
I was wild in a former life, but currently.
So wait, you're a teacher, right?
Yes, I am.
So what is it like to be a teacher? Tell these people, like, what's the life? You know, we
don't
always
do it.
We always hear.
That's a horrible advice.
You said don't do it.
I mean, and it's like I don't say this to like discourage anyone or make you feel like it's this horrid thing. It's just not what people think it is. I think a lot of people have the wrong idea. You need to actually, I think with any career, you need to really love kids. Like you have to be passionate. And even it's going to get to the point where even loving kids is not enough. Like you have to be passionate about what you're doing.
Right.
I think literacy rates are ridiculous right now. A lot of kids are not on grade level. Nationwide, it's insane. I mean, in New York alone, 61% of kids can't read.
Wow.
So you have a major task that you're coming into with a bunch of people at the top who are not that bright and actually don't really care, I'm sorry to say, about what's happening.
Do you think it's getting worse because of the advancement of technology?
Definitely, 100%. Technology is an amazing tool, but if it's not used correctly, it could be detrimental, for sure.
Because I remember a time, we didn't have like Google Maps.
I know.
We had to print MapQuest or whatever.
And if you missed that turn,
you've gone
back.
too far. You know, it's funny because then like now I got so used to using Google Maps or Waze, whatever's out there. And now you give me a map, I'm lost.
It's bad. I know.
You know, so
even telling time, a lot of kids struggle. That was the hardest unit to teach.
Yeah, what's 9:15? People don't know.
No idea. They can't read, an analog clock. No idea. I heard they're taking them out now, gonna replace them with all digital.
Crazy. Insane
to me. But this is the path we're going on. Parents need to stay involved. And I think it's harder. It goes back to how ridiculous America is.
Yeah.
Most parents have to have 2 jobs to make it.
Yeah.
They can't be home to do homework with their kids. And the teacher has to, teach up to 30 kids.
Jeez.
Everything. All the time.
All the time.
So, it's just insanity. And, in New York, we are obviously paid better than most states as teachers, but
so New York people get paid more, but the grades are less.
Yeah.
How does that work out? How does that work?
Just doesn't equate, right? But listen, teachers are really trying out there. They really are. You'll have no idea. A lot of the things that you see in your teacher's room, they paid for with their own money.
Yeah,
They
that's
do
true.
not get funding.
I know a few teachers. I keep you in touch with a few.
Yes.
And they tell me all the time, they're coming out of pocket to buy the supplies. I don't know what the districts and schools are doing these days, but these people it's tough. That's why I give them a lot of respect. But it's like, hey, look, we've had this conversation for a long time. They're not raising your pay anytime soon. So should you guys stay in this profession and let the AI teach the kids now, or?
That's the thing. Even when you try to get out, especially the longer you stay, the harder it is to get out. It does have good benefits, and no one's about to pay you in the corporate world that type of pay starting out. And so that's just, you kind of are like stuck in it. It's super hard to get out once you're in it. The degree is not as versatile depending on what your undergrad may be.
Right.
And so that's kind of the issue. So I say, if you're going to do this, definitely make yourself more marketable. Make sure you have other avenues just in case you don't like it. And make sure you truly, truly love it, because you're going to deal with a lot of, like, people think it's the kids. It's actually not the kids. It's everything else. The kids are actually the best part of your job. Everything else is not.
No, I can imagine, because you guys have to prepare every night, right?
Well, you're supposed to have it weekly because it gets checked.
Hey, it's a tough game.
Observations. And every single year, every single day, more and more is asked of you. It's insanity.
Nah, I believe it, because I remember growing up, to be honest, I went the engineering route.
Right.
But I remember I told my dad, hey, Dad, because I had home ec.
Yeah.
I loved home ec. I'm like, Dad, I'm going to be a chef. He looked at me like, chef, hey. I was like, what do you mean?
Oh, my.
And then,
African parents don't do that.
Yeah, he was not playing games. And then he's like, you going to be an engineer? I go, sure. I became one. So if it wasn't for my dad, who knows? These fields that we all love, chef, teaching, whatever it is, it doesn't pay the bills, especially living in America. It's not paying these bills. So choose wisely, make the money first, and maybe pursue your passion, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Unfortunately, STEM is where the money's at. A university is literally costing you your arm, your body, your leg, your liver.
Facts.
So you really can't just be going for art. I'm sorry. And $60K a year for art is just not gonna work.
Fact.
So you really, if you're gonna go, have to put into your thought your end goal and make sure it's worth it. Follow your passions, of course, but the way the world is set up, your passions don't even necessarily need university.
Right.
All these celebrities we mentioned today, most of them didn't even go to university.
No, they had looks.
And so that too, right? So really, really consider. There's so many avenues to get what you want. I have a cousin who is a hairdresser and makes more money than I do. Probably she has a home and I don't. Listen.
Hairdressers, by the way. Barbers, hairdressers, we're catching on.
Yeah, that too. We're catching. You guys are getting a little ridiculous, by the way. A little ridiculous.
A beard shape up should not cost $50.
Oh my God, does it really? Wow.
Braids should not be costing no $400.
That's insanity with synthetic hair. Bugging.
Guys, start learning stuff to do yourself. That's what I'm saying. We're catching on.
YouTube University.
University.
Okay. For sure.
So you're from Ghana, right?
Uh-huh.
So you've lived in the States for a while, obviously.
Yep.
So what's your thoughts? Like, is everybody in America rich? Because I know people from Africa look at us like we're the wealthiest people living in America. Are we rich out here?
No.
Okay, please let them know, because these phone calls at 3:00 in the morning gotta stop. We ain't sending money no more. Like, golly.
I think, yes, we do have it. We do have more opportunities, more chances at wealth. But we have our own our own share of issues, and money definitely does not grow on trees. We have to work and put our blood, sweat, and tears into getting this money.
When you say issues, you mean taxes?
Yeah, and just like depending on your career, sometimes it's not as easy to get a job. New graduates nowadays are struggling to get jobs. You're not even getting paid according to what you're worth or how much your degree even costs.
Right.
We still just deal with a lot of nonsense. It takes a while for someone to really get settled in their career. You're not seeing like what our parents saw, where they stay at the same job for like 30 years. It's just not happening as it used to.
Right.
But on the far side of things, there are less opportunities around the world. There are fewer options. You know, if you don't like your job today, you can't really leave. There's not another job to go to.
Yeah.
So everything has its problems, but, you know, be kind to your friends abroad. Like, they're working really hard and they don't just get that money just like that, you know? And I'll add before I forget, a lot of the wealth you see in America is fake. What do I mean by that? The car somebody's driving is not paid off.
Rented.
The phone that they're using, they're on a payment plan.
Back.
The house that they're in is on a mortgage. You know, where versus in Ghana, if you got that house, it's probably paid off.
Yep.
If you have that car, it's probably paid off.
Yep.
If you have that phone, it's probably paid off.
Yep. No
so
firm.
I say to you,
yeah.
Who has more money? Someone who has $0 or someone who has -3?
Yeah. Yeah.
That too. Okay. So like, don't ever envy anyone in America. We have these things because of the way our system is, the way of the credit system and credit scores and all of these things, but we don't truly own it. And if you don't truly own something, is it really yours?
Fact.
Are we better off than someone who actually has paid for it in cash?
Do you remember like what rent is in Ghana? Do you remember that or no?
Not quite, but I do know that you have to pay it up front.
Jeez.
So this is why I say that when they truly are wealthy there, they are wealthy. You know, like you have to pay, you know, how we have like our security deposit and all that. Like you need to pay, I think, what is it, your first year? Your first year up front of rent?
First year?
Isn't it first year? Maybe I'm wrong.
You mean
it's a
month?
big chunk.
Wait.
No, I think it's a first year.
Wow.
Yeah, you have
So
to
we
come up with
pay
your first year.
month,
We pay first month's deposit.
last month,
right.
And sometimes you're
right, but they have to pay like up
deposit.
to a first year. So
Wow.
you know, a lot of people go to build land there because
might as well just own a home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good gig. It's a good gig.
Now, is it safe in Ghana? Can the average person just go to Ghana and have a good time?
It is very safe. I mean, of course, don't be silly. Like, watch your surroundings and things like that. But it is very safe. I was rolling in Ubers. I was doing my thing. And I had no idea where I was going. Okay?
Okay.
So it is very safe. It's like the place to be. If you're thinking about visiting the continent of Africa, go there first.
So what's some of the, is there a spot that you got that you can recommend to somebody who's seen this for the first time, who wants to go to Ghana? Like, hey, these are the spots you want to check out. Do you have a place in mind?
I have yet to do the party scene yet. But I will say I was in East Legon a lot and I liked it.
Where was that?
East Legon.
East Legon, okay.
Yes. I just like eating. So if you like eating like I do, tons of places to eat. And I'm pretty sure since the almost 4 years I've been there, a slew of restaurants have popped up. You know, that's one thing. We love restaurants in Ghana. I'm still waiting for the ice skating rinks and the roller skating rinks and the things to do.
How is that going to happen in Ghana? That's all going to melt. What do you
mean, you can't restaurant us to death, you know? Like, and enough now. Enough.
I think in Africa, you know, as it develops, right? Skating rinks, certain beaches, all that stuff. Like, you know, once they get down that, you know, credit system going, you know, better banking. I think we have the opportunity to really grow the way we would like to see it here.
I hope so. It has so much potential.
There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities.
It does. But back to that topic, people are struggling. People don't have jobs. The money is getting worse and worse.
So you recommend America, obviously.
I do not. I will never recommend America.
Oh, okay. So then
please don't get it twisted.
Whoa, we might get canceled today.
I will never recommend that.
We're gonna get canceled, bro.
In fact, I had the opportunity to live in Nicaragua for 5 years, and if things went the way I wanted them to go, I probably wouldn't have come back.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because I had a 2-bedroom balcony pool for $350 a month. Like, you kidding me? Why would I come back here?
Wow. So why is it that we don't? Okay, so why is it that we don't go across broad and live somewhere else? Why are we also tied here? Like, why? Like, mentally, like, we all feel as if we were to travel in another country. Oh, we're starting from zero. We're not gonna have enough. And like, why do we have that mentality?
I mean, I think we think about the future a lot, which is not a bad thing. That's kind of what made me come back, right? Like, where are you getting your pension from? Where are you getting retired from? Where are you saving for the future? I think those things come into question. Yeah. And it's harder to have that security in a country that's not your own. You're not a citizen of that country. Right. And it's hard to become a citizen of a country you're not born in. Right. So that, I think, is where it's tied to. So it's not impossible. People have done it. There's even, you know, I recently traveled to Mexico and there's tons of American expats. And even in Nicaragua, there was tons of American expats. People do it. It just takes a lot of planning and time to make it work for you. But it's possible.
So if let's say you hit the lottery right now, boom, Bevy Bev, you got $20 million. Are you gonna stay in the United States?
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't. 20 million sounds like a lot.
No,
but anything. No,
what?
It is a lot. But if you,
wait till you yourself. Where you from, man?
Money's money. Okay, it can go like that. If you don't invest it wisely or use it wisely, like it doesn't matter how much it is. It's just gonna fall through your hands.
That's true.
So you can't really make a decision like, oh, I got this money, I'm good. You have to always be thinking about your next move.
Always.
Unfortunately. So tell me more about Nigeria. I've always wanted to visit.
Oh my God, Nigeria's so hot.
Okay, which one is better? You gotta tell me. Is it, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right, Abuja or Lagos? What do you prefer?
There's a lot of things to do in Abuja, but so check this out. So I'll give you a quick story because I'm not gonna be caught lying, right? I came to this country in 91. I believe 91. So I was raised in this country, America. I've been Americanized, like New York, Jersey, now Long Island. So when I went to Nigeria, it was a shock. It was like I haven't been there since I left, so don't really know too many of these spots. But I can tell you my experience. My experience is this, man. Beautiful country. There were so many places where I'm like, yo, are we still like? Is this real?
Heard it's very green.
Very green as what?
Like it's just a lot of like greenery and scenery and nature. You wouldn't think that.
Yes, right. There's a lot of spots, and again, I'm not a person that you should go by because I'm not gonna do the country justice the way people should, check it out for themselves. But being Nigerian native, oh man, it was beautiful. And shout out to my cousin because my cousin took us everywhere, and we had a great time. There's tons of things to do. Yeah. There's a lot of mixed people. I saw a whole bunch of Asians, Indians. Okay. Everybody's chill. Everybody's cool. Nobody wants to get bothered.
Yeah.
Now, don't get it wrong, though. You hear your stories from time to time. People getting stolen here and there. Yeah. Because, hey, in every country that has its pains, people find ways to feed their loved ones. If it even means doing some illegal, crazy stuff.
Right.
Be careful of where you go. Obviously, know somebody who's been there before, but it is a ball.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go again.
Okay.
My cousins get ready, coming back. Who knows? We're coming back soon. And yeah, it's on the come up too. Africa's coming up. So it's not like what's that movie that everybody loves so much?
Which one?
That superhero movie.
I can't think about it.
It's not Black Panther, all right, guys. We're not going to the, it's a different environment.
Yeah.
You gotta be prepared, but it's like any other country. You have a good time, know where you're going.
Okay. So do you see yourself owning property there one day?
Of course.
Really?
Of course. I see myself owning property in a lot of places,
Okay.
Because why should we just... So the thing about America, for those of you guys that are not aware, like in America, you don't really own anything, right?
Exactly.
You may think you own your home. Miss a payment of mortgage, and you start to realize what you really own.
Yeah.
You're gonna be paying property tax and all that stuff, right? Some of these countries, when you own your home, you own your home.
Yeah.
That's real deal. You own it. So that's like the biggest thing to me is not putting all my eggs in the United States. The United States is gonna give you the foundation to grow, but once you start growing, invest in different things.
Yeah.
Invest in TMR Capital Group. Invest in real estate. Invest in whatever you think seems fit that's gonna take you to that next step in life.
For sure. I can't wait to visit. It's always like a stone throw away from Ghana.
I'm surprised you've never been to Nigeria.
I'm surprised. Let's talk about that because it's actually cheaper to fly from JFK to Nigeria than to get from like, let's say even Nigeria to like Tanzania. It's ridiculous traveling within the continent of Africa. I do not know why it can't be as easy as traveling within Europe.
It's probably because not a lot of people go there.
We gotta change that, guys.
Yeah,
we gotta change that.
They stop at different places.
It's insane. I want to be able to do like a continental Africa zone trip, but it's so expensive.
So what's a top show you're watching right now on Netflix? Like, what's your shows? Like, you watch shows or what?
Yeah. I either watch recommendations or things that pop up I recently finished Insecure. I know, I'm late. I'm late.
There's a lot
But
of
it
people
was
late.
really good. It was worth the hype.
Okay, wait. Did you watch
Uh-huh.
Atlanta, the show?
No, I never heard of it.
I'm gonna put you on. Watch Atlanta.
Atlanta.
It's
I
on
watch a lot of
FX.
Housewives. That reminds me.
I have no
all
idea what
Housewives
that is.
series.
I have no idea what that is.
I just finished Harlem with Megan Good. It's on Amazon Prime though. It's not on Netflix.
Nobody watches Amazon Prime.
No, they do for Harlem. Harlem's a really good show. It's coming back for its third season.
It's gonna get canceled third season.
It's not. It's actually
I'm just playing.
Dynamic. No, I'm telling
I'm
you,
sure it's
you would
good.
actually like it.
I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's
you
good.
would like it. Anything Megan Good is in, I'm watching it. I mean,
Oh, she's a great
phenomenal
actress.
Oh yes, phenomenal.
She looks good. I don't know about acting.
Oh,
She looks good though.
stop.
She looks good.
No, she's a phenomenal actress. Even Lauren London, she did some cheesy movie recently on Netflix. Very cheesy, but because it was Lauren London, I watched it.
Oh, the one with Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
You didn't like that movie?
It was cute.
You said it was cheesy.
I don't think it would make like the blockbusters, but it was cute.
You said cheesy
Yeah,
though.
it's a cute cheesy movie.
It's not
Like,
it's pepperoni pizza.
it's like a cute movie to watch. Like when it's raining outside and you want to,
Oh, so it deserves to be on UPN 9 when you're doing your laundry. And it's
Yeah,
on.
or Lifetime.
Okay, Lifetime. Okay.
Yeah, those type of movies,
Yeah.
But yeah, I like all those types of things. Even Kevin Hart had a movie too recently.
Oh yes.
With I can't remember her name right now, but very famous black actress. I think you know who I'm talking about. I wish I could remember her name.
She can't be that famous if I don't.
No, she is. She is. I'm telling you, she is. She's like in a lot of black movies.
Okay.
Yes, but anyway, yeah, I watch anything honestly.
Is Bevy Bev? Is she single? Is she a single lady?
She is.
Okay.
She is.
So tell us, Bev, like what is it that you're looking for in the man? Like what's some of the traits, give the audience what they want to hear, because look, there's a lot of people watching you now. So if you're single, this is your audition. You're going to get people blowing up your phone, so what is something that you look for in a man? Like give us some traits.
When I was younger, I used to have this long list of things that now honestly are kind of ridiculous,
Okay.
right? Because you realize what's important. And so I would say number one, they have to love the Lord, honestly. Like,
okay, you gotta love God.
Like a deal breaker for me.
Okay, so that's like half of you guys. Okay, next.
More than that with the current dating field. And just a family guy.
Okay, family guy. Family Guy, like the TV show Family Guy, like big and
please no. Well, actually, physically, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really care so much about the physical as long as I'm attracted to them. But
okay,
everybody has their type,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Look,
so I guess if I have my time,
okay,
it would be like taller than me. I would hope.
Okay. So you're how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Okay,
so,
5'8".
See, again, this
Go
is
ahead.
where things change. Like I'm just like at this point, my height's okay. Like as long as you're my height, like, I don't care. I like them chocolate. I do.
Ooh, chocolate dudes, huh? Okay.
But I don't discriminate. Whatever the Lord has for me.
White, black, Asian, don't matter. As long as you're tall and you're
but that is guy. If I have a type, it's like somewhere around 6 foot, tall, dark chocolate, goatee. I love beards.
Okay.
Just love them.
Oh my God. Okay.
But again, all that's like out the window, honestly, as long as you have that deal breaker and I vibe with you. Like I have to be able to
relate with
you.
There has to be a vibe, yes. Vibe is
we can't only talk about the Bible, but at the same token, we also can't only talk about sports, or we also can't only talk about, things that are just every day.
You need a broad range
of... It has to be a mix.
A mix. Got you.
I need someone that can lead a home one day, cover us in prayer.
Okay. Guys, I hope you guys are taking down this list. This list is long.
It's not. All of this is actually one point. If you love the Lord, all of this stuff is mixed in there.
Number one thing. It
really is.
Love the Lord.
All of that stuff, it comes with the territory.
All right. So let me ask you a question, right? Yes. When you go on a first date, does the location matter?
No. And honestly, I used to be one of those girls. Oh my God, you see them on Shade Room. I need a 4-course dinner. Why would you even want that with someone you're getting to know?
Exactly.
You want to sit For how long? With someone you don't even know like that?
Well, some girls, they go on dates for a meal, you know?
That's horrible.
And I know that.
By the grace of God.
We're watching you guys. I know.
can treat myself to a meal. And ladies, you need to have some self-respect and say that to yourself too, that you can buy your own meal. That is not why you're with someone.
Buy your own meal.
You can buy your own meal. God provides. I've been on this earth 31 years. He's never let me be hungry.
There you go.
I don't need him for a meal.
Okay, so baby. Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you going to split the check first date?
Absolutely not. That was easy.
Wait. Why? Let me just ask you the question. I mean, I get it though. Men, pick up the check. I'm just trying to look out for y'all. In the event, first date, why is it that a woman should not go half on the check?
Because first of all, you're the one that asked me out, right?
Okay.
So that's number one. Number two, I think I use it. There's a lot of things women, and if you're not, you should use as signals for how the man naturally is. If I'm saying I'm looking for a provider of my home, if you can't even pay for our little, told you I don't want a 4-course dinner, so our little ice cream date that we went on, then how are you going to afford a mortgage later? How are you going to cover us, like, if God forbid I lost my job one day? Like, these are just telltale signs, you know, of what's to come.
So my rebuttal to that is, you know, there used to be a thing called love, right? Mm-hmm. Where when you were in love, none of that stuff mattered. Yeah, look, that the house is burning, but we got each other. Yo, we can't pay rent, but we got each other. Yo, that fridge is kind of empty. Are we gonna eat rice and eggs again with some hot sauce? Yeah, but we got each other. How come that's no longer a conversation? Like, people don't focus on that. Or is love dead? Can love be bought now?
I mean, I think for me, it is. Like I said, everything in life is a season. Okay. So that's why I think a lot of the things I used to focus on are so fruitless. And ladies, if you're listening, please, it doesn't matter if he has a car today. He could not have a car tomorrow. Exactly. It doesn't matter if he has 6 figures today. He could not have 6 figures tomorrow. Big. And the same goes for you. So you can't marry for those things that are temporary. Right. You have to marry for the things that are eternal.
So materialistic things, don't focus on that. That's just Instagram. That's not real life.
Yes. Because like he's saying, tomorrow may be you that doesn't have it. Tomorrow may be him. Somebody has to cover somebody, right? So you can't base a relationship on those things.
So $1 sign versus $3-4 signs at that restaurant, it don't matter. Make sure it's the right person. I got you. Yes. So tell us about the dating world, right? Because people want to know, right? Because I know there's some people in relationships thinking about breaking up with their significant other or whatever. Give them a little taste about this dating world. Like, you have any stories that you can share?
Unless the Lord is calling you to leave that relationship, hold on to him tight. Damn. You are blessed. It is the grace of God you have him, because it is complete trash.
Yeah, but he's not the same person I met. Like, he changed.
As he should. So should you. Everyone evolves. Okay. I am not the same person I was last year. I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago. I mean, obviously, you know, people's personalities typically don't change that much. Yeah. But you do evolve and become better versions of yourself. You should be evolving each and every day, each and every year. You should be growing. Okay. You know, you just have to learn how to grow with that person. Okay. Yeah.
So tell us about tell us about your bad date story. I know you have one. Everybody has a bad date story. I know I had one. I went on a date once a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Never gonna forget it. All I know is we went to this one spot. I ordered appetizers. I ordered a whole bunch of food, went to the bathroom. By the time I got back, most of the food was already gone.
Oh my God.
And then it got to a point where she ate her food and she looked at mine and I was like, "Are you still hungry?" And she ate my food. And then I was driving her home and she saw McDonald's and she wanted to stop at McDonald's. And I started looking at her like, man, like, I just knew. I took a good look at her like, yo, this is the last time I'm going to see this girl. You know what I mean? So we all have bad stories, you know? So share us. What you got?
I mean, I guess I created my bad date. You know, I had talked to a guy for a while. Okay. Just over the phone.
Was he 6'4"? Because he said taller than you.
He was tall. I don't know. Was he? He was around there. He was pretty tall.
6'4", chocolate dude?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. See, what's funny enough, God's funny. I never actually had my type, right?
Okay.
But anyways, I could sense. The thing about me is I kind of know early if it's going the right way or if it's not. Okay. So I sensed that it was not. But I was like, you know, I'll give it some time till I see him. Yeah. Maybe my mind will change. And then we'll move from there. So we met in person. He came from like 4 hours away to go on this date with me.
He drove 4 hours.
He did.
Wow. That's some. Does he get brownie points for that or no?
He does.
Okay.
He does.
But you only went on one date with this guy.
One day.
Damn. Okay.
I know. I
going.
don't like wasting people's time, and I don't like to waste mine if I know it's not right. So we went to Red Lobster. The thing is, I think what turned me off too is that I picked the spot, which I know is so silly. I mean, it's so silly
You
looking
said
back.
Red Lobster?
Yeah, like I picked it. I basically planned the date. Okay.
Gotcha.
And then I like met him in person, and I immediately knew. Like I was like, I just don't have it. I don't know what it is. I just don't have the spark. I just don't.
Wait, so you planned the date? He said okay. He drove 4 hours. Y'all didn't talk on the phone or nothing?
We've been talking for like
FaceTime?
a month at this point. Yeah.
No FaceTime?
No, everything. We had been, but
Damn.
I just
Was
knew.
was it because he ordered like something so cheap or something?
No, it's just just over the course of that time that we have been talking, I knew. But I just wanted to make sure. But I was like, maybe when he comes in person, it'll change.
Yeah.
You know, our personalities to me did not mesh.
So is one day enough? Maybe the second day it would click. What's your thoughts?
It could be, but I just didn't feel right.
Okay.
In my spirit. Yeah.
Fellas, never let a girl plan the date because you be driving 4 hours away, and when you get there, you're already late.
That is not true. You know, I think a lot of guys are not honest with themselves as well.
Why you say that?
Like, I feel like they know within themselves that something's not working, but they'll just keep persisting, which is a great
There's
quality.
some truth to that. There is some truth to that.
But we gotta be honest sometimes. You know?
We do. But like I said,
sometimes.
and look, I've said this before, like dating sometimes is like a game.
Yeah.
Sometimes a guy doesn't want to lose. They always want to win. Right.
Yeah.
So
I know.
But to your point, know the truth. Don't waste your time, you know?
Basically at that date, I told him, like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work. I'm like shoving lobster down my throat.
Oh,
and
you
I'm
still
like,
ate the lobster?
I did. And so he got petty with me and was like, so you want to split half? I was like, no.
Wait, but okay, hold on. So the number one rule is don't split half, right?
Uh-huh.
If the guy asks you out, but if you choose the place.
I just don't think you should, regardless. It's just.
I'm just joking. You definitely shouldn't, right? A guy, definitely first date, pick up the check. Don't be cheap. You know, represent. But if, down the road, you got to look to her.
No, but of course, like if you guys are in a relationship, like a serious one, like once in a while, you really should take your man out. Like I'm not endorsing that. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you a question, right? So serious relationships, there's this topic, right? The phones. Phones are always destroying or making relationships, right? You use your phone to get the girl. You use that same phone to lose the girl. Let me ask you this question. Before a relationship becomes serious, or if you're in a serious relationship, should that person have access to the phone of the partner?
I think they should, because like, what is there to hide? But at the same token, what are you really looking for? If you feel the need to be in his phone or you feel the need to be in her phone, then there's probably something there that shouldn't be going on. There's no trust. Right?
Okay, so again, is it right? You're saying it is? Because you just said if you have to look at somebody's phone, that means there's no trust in that individual. So my take on it is I don't need to look at your phone.
Right.
Based on what you showed me so far, I know who I'm with.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hiding who you truly are, I kind of do not want to know that person because that's who you truly are, and that's to yourself. That's your privacy. Fine. But when we're in public, when we're interacting, it's cool. I understand what I have. I don't need to dig deep in your phone. Now, if you're playing me out and I find out somehow you can't give me the truth about that, all right, then it's all, we're done. It's cool.
Right.
But to your point, I don't like to be fishing.
Right.
When you start fishing, you're gonna get something. You're gonna catch something.
You will.
So
I guess that's a question too. Like, why are you taking your partner's phone?
Hey, some ladies want to know what the dudes are. I've also heard women they get bored.
Oh.
And they need some spice in the relationship. So they look for trouble.
Okay.
It's like going back to biblical, right? Biblical girl, right? Adam and Eve, right? Yo, y'all had heaven. And then Eve was like, yo, I'm bored, man. That apple he told us not to eat, let's go check it out.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think that's what. And then look, Adam stayed with her even though he was casted out.
Right.
You know, so the Bible tells you like women get bored.
Right.
They get bored of paradise. They want some
little spice.
Yeah, a little spice, right?
Other ways to find out.
So is that a good thing? Should women really just stay at the phone and if you want to know, ask questions?
No, you should just ask. And if you want the phone too, ask, but also tell the truth about why you want the phone.
Yeah, but if you ask and I say no, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna feel?
I mean, maybe he's saying no because he feels like you don't trust him. So
Well,
find out why he's saying no, and also analyze why you want the phone.
Well, that's again, relationships. People don't communicate that way.
Yeah, nobody got time for that. Relationships are always stressful. If you don't trust your man, just go.
Hey, look, we all had stories. I know, and everybody has their own privacy and all that stuff. But that's the number one topic. If you have a phone, are you gonna let your spouse, your husband, look at your phone? Like, what do you got to hide? Let the phone go. But equally, that could remove your relationship completely, and that's it. So, fellas, erase all that stuff in your phone when you get into a serious relationship. Erase. Even that folder that has all that good stuff titled "Good Stuff," erase that one too.
Don't listen to this advice. Do not.
You know what I'm talking about?
Do not.
I'm talking to you.
No.
All right, let's see. So, I was driving up here today. Listen to some new music. This guy named Brent Fayez. I think I'm saying his name right. But I'm like, as I'm listening to it, I'm like, yo, is R&B dead? Like, I don't hear R&B the way it used to be heard, you know? Like, is it dead?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't even know R&B existed since.
Man, I remember Usher, Genuine, Maxwell.
Yes.
I know everybody hates R. Kelly. I get it.
Yes.
But we like the message, not the messenger, right? So, Chris Brown, we don't have this no more. You know what I noticed too? I remember growing up, we had TRL, MTV. We had 106 in Park. Yeah. BET was highlighting all the artists you guys love today. It was all because of BET.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So this generation, they don't have that BET Uncut for you guys who stay late. I know you are. But so what's your thoughts? Like, is R&B dead? Can it be where it used to be?
I won't say it's dead because a lot of those artists that you mentioned are still very much alive. I mean, Usher is running a whole residency just off his previous music.
Usher, man, reduce those prices so we can go.
Yeah, please do. Gosh. Some of us want to go.
Yeah, man.
Some of us lower middle class want to attend.
But we've heard, look, praise to Usher though. He's been doing this thing, so we want to give him homage. But yeah.
Yes. It's just, this new music is just not doing it for me anymore. It's just not.
You know how I know we're getting old, man? Because we're saying the same things our parents used to say, right? Like, music is not the same. And when they listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, we were listening to DMX and Jay-Z.
I know.
Now they're remixing the songs that we listen to.
Exactly.
So let me ask you a question, because I know Usher and Chris Brown, Versus was a thing, especially when we had, during COVID, nobody could go out, so Versus took over. Who would win? Chris Brown or Usher?
I don't even know if you can compare them.
Who's a better artist in your opinion?
Okay.
Usher's watching, by the way. So go ahead. This is your last chance with Usher. I
just don't think they're a comparison. I mean, I feel like Usher is a better vocalist.
Okay.
But Usher can still dance, so I can't even say that he's like better dancer than Chris Brown.
All right, so let's just we'll do this. We'll break it down. Who looks better, Usher or Chris Brown? Go.
Well, now Usher.
Boom, Usher.
Back in the day, Chris used to
I don't know nothing about that. Okay. Who dances better, Usher or Chris Brown? Don't lie. Be truth.
Chris Brown.
There we go. Why was that so hard?
Because it's just like Usher's still a GOAT.
What makes him the GOAT?
What? People are paying $400 the cheapest for his ticket. Like, he's a GOAT. He does his whole show on roller skates. He's a GOAT.
Okay. Who has better vocals?
Usher for sure. Based
on what song? Like, do you have a favorite song of Usher?
A lot. You can play the whole Confessions album, just like that.
Was that his best album?
That was a really good album.
8701 was his best album?
You have to tell me the songs. The only one I remember is
My
Confessions.
Way?
My Way. That was a good one.
I believe that's
That was
8701.
good. But just I feel like today you can't really play an album and just let it go. Like that album literally like has a story. You know?
Yeah. Today's music, you listen to 2 songs and that's the 2 singles that they played on the radio, and then the rest is trash.
Yeah. So, but Chris Brown is such an entertainer. He is.
I think if it wasn't for the whole Rihanna thing,
he would be more.
He'd be
successful.
the biggest star.
Yeah,
he definitely would be the biggest star.
It's unfortunate, you know.
You know, cancel culture started way back then. It didn't just happen now, you know. So, but I honestly think if they were to really perform, I don't know, man. I'm a big Usher fan too. Don't get it twisted. You know, you got it bad and all that stuff. But Chris Brown, he's an entertainer, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still, my vote's still on Usher.
You know, he's Team Light Skin now. Team Light Skin, you know, he dyes his hair too.
A lot of stuff that's not working for me, but
yeah,
no.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. You keep up with the times with what's going on with celebrities and stuff? I heard Kim Kardashian. What's your thoughts on Kim Kardashian, by the way?
I think she is smart. She's a highly intelligent woman who knows how to make money. She does.
Well, the streets are saying she's dating Odell Beckham right now.
That is weird to me. But
why is it weird?
I don't believe in, you know, I think you're giving him or you're doing something for him. Okay, let me rephrase what I'm saying.
Yeah, rephrase that. What are you talking about?
She has her children, right? What if he wants kids? She can't have them.
He has kids.
He has kids already?
Yeah. I think he just broke up with his, look, I don't know.
What if he wants more? You got to experience that. Like now he necessarily won't get to experience that with you.
Maybe he doesn't want more. Maybe he's good with just one, or I don't know if he has 2, but if he's dating her, I don't know if this is rumor stuff, but they have an understanding of each other, right? I think people get it twisted where they think like age and all that stuff. Age is one thing, but what if they click? See, from the outside looking in, we're thinking, that's crazy. Kim Kardashian, you know, everything she touches turns the opposite to gold, right? She don't got that Midas touch. But who knows? What if that they're really cool like that?
Yeah.
You know? So
it's like the Larson Pippen and Jordan situation.
That's crazy.
It's just odd. It's just odd. I mean, like you're saying, if it works, you know, it's hard to find chemistry with someone. So
it
works,
is,
I
right?
guess.
So
it's
that's
odd.
That's what I'm saying. Some guys are gonna look towards older women. Here's why. Because this generation that we've now become accustomed to of Instagram is everything. Everybody has to be on their best looks and best this, best that. The women back then, meaning not back then, but the women that, you know, grew up in the 90s, they were just taught different. Conversations are different. Conversations don't start with the girl looking at her phone. You know what I mean? So like it's definitely a different time where some older women, they can relate with younger men relate with older women.
That's fair. Whatever works your boat. I mean, she looks kind of like plastic surgery to me, but so we won't get into that.
No shade. I appreciate the hard work she does though, but yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Is she good for society? Is the Kim Kardashian type, not her per se, but the Kim Kardashian type where she's constantly dating, you know, putting herself out there, you know, she's gaining the body, losing the body, always changing. Like, is she good for society from a women's standpoint?
I mean, you can't really depend on one person for your views, or you shouldn't be depending on one person for how you think or anything like that. You know, she's doing what she thinks is best for her, and you have to do what's best for you. But is there some things that I think you can learn from her and grow with? For sure. You know, I admire her work ethic, her ability to just make money out of anything. She's basically in every industry you can think of. She's has a mark there or has touched it. I think that's something you can learn from.
I think what she's doing is just okay.
Just okay?
Yeah.
Why?
You know why? Because when I look at Kim Kardashian, I know she looks good and she makes money, blah, blah, and she has all these relationships. But you know what she's looking for? She's looking for love.
Is she?
Obviously. And she hasn't found it with either yay or nobody. I think what Kim Kardashian is doing is okay. Because this is a woman that's just basically putting in public that she's looking for love. So yes, to the public, we see somebody who's failing in marriage or is dating this person, and it just so happens that most of them are all celebrities. But that's why to me, man, love is really important. Don't oversee that. A guy can have all the money in the world. Look at Jeff Bezos, had all the money in the world, but hey, it still fell apart. Look at Bill Gates. Money can come and go. It's the love that stays, right? So don't rush your decision in finding a person. So it's unfortunate the guy drove 4 hours to come see Miss Bevy Bev.
I mean,
but
listen,
Bevy Bev knows what she wants, though.
I mean, aside from that, you keep bringing up love, but what is love? I don't think we even know what love is.
Nah, I look, at some point, everybody gets a flash of what love is.
I think we get a flash of lust. I think we get a flash of something that may feel good. But love is a choice.
Love is a choice. Okay.
Right?
It could be. You know,
love is patient. Love is kind.
No, love is a choice. Here's a choice. You know, this is how you know. This is my absolute. Shout out to Vida. This is my absolute of what I think love is. What I think love actually is. It's a choice. You know you're in love when you choose to hang with your girl instead of hanging with your boys, or vice versa. That's love.
Okay. You
know you're in love when you've gone on many dates. The bill is crazy and you don't even give a damn. You're not even looking at that. You're not even looking at the receipt. You just keep looking at your partner. That's love.
Uh-huh.
When the house is on fire and you know you're about to lose it all, but you know that your spouse, your girl, your husband, your boyfriend is okay. And you guys are going to figure it out.
Okay.
That's love.
Okay.
You know you're in love when you had a crazy ass argument and you guys are on the bound of breakup between the two of you guys. You think that's, we're going to break up. And then your partner, whether the boyfriend or husband, is going to make food and give it to you. While you guys had a heated argument, but you know, I got to make sure she's still full. I got to make sure he's still full and fed.
Uh-huh.
That's love.
Really?
Love is things that you can't explain. It's the actions and the emotions, you know. I remember I had puppy dog love when I was in high school. I remember hanging with a girl. Didn't care about hanging with my boys. Life was good.
Yeah.
You know, she broke my heart, whatever. It's cool. I see you. Right? But you get a sense of what that is based on how you treat your partner. You know, how do you add to your partner? You know, don't overlook those things, you know, because, hey, look, not every day you're going to have a great relationship. You know, you're going to take some days off, but you're still around. You still, get through those hard times. That's love.
That's true. That's my definition too. My definition is 1 Corinthians 13. Every single attribute and trait that it says is love to me. It's patient, it's kind, it doesn't hold any record of wrongdoings, it's forgiving. All of that stuff mixed together is love to me. It has to be a daily choice and you have to choose it each and every single day. It doesn't, you're not, like you said, you're not going to feel that way every day. And when you don't feel like it, you do it anyway, right? Like, and this is kind of like unrelated. But recently, I think it was like 50 Cent said something about depression. But I think we could apply it here. Yes.
Okay.
He said that Black people don't have the choice to be depressed, right? He's like, there's a bill to be paid. Their kids have to be picked up. They have to go to school. Food has to be in the fridge. They have to be fed.
Right.
We don't get to be depressed. And I think that applies to us just like normal middle-class people. So we don't just get to get up and have a divorce or just break up just because, I don't know. These last 2 weeks, all I've been seeing is divorce, breakup. And it's just like, we don't just get up and do that. We don't have that reality, right? And when you don't have the reality, what do? You work at it.
Yeah.
Right? Everything's a season. Right now may be bad, but tomorrow may be good.
Maybe good.
So you keep going.
Okay. No, that's Bevy Bev. No, I heard a good quote the other day. It was a person who was always pursuing something. They always feel as if they're always behind. Even if they have everything that they were pursuing, they always feel as if they're behind because the way their mind is structured. It's like, I need that next thing. Like, I don't want to lose all what I got, what I attained. And that's what pushes them to keep going, I
love that.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think even what we were talking about, that's one of the reasons I admire her, Kardashian, because it's like, dang, girl, aren't you done? But she probably has that mentality where it's like, I have to keep going. When I stop, everything else stops too.
Exactly, because check this out. For those of you guys want to criticize everybody these days, if she was to say, I'm good, me and Ye didn't work out.
Right.
Now she's a single mom.
Right.
With 4 kids, or I don't know how many kids, but she's single.
Yeah.
Is that right? No. Right? So keep looking. Hey, J-Lo, this is her 4th marriage, I believe, right? Not to pick on J-Lo. But hey, love don't stop because don't let your ex prevent you from getting a person that you want to be with. Right?
That is true.
Don't let your ex prevent you from getting a husband.
That's true.
Sometimes for you guys who are not serious, don't let your girlfriend prevent you from getting a wife. You heard it here first. But
I think it's usually the other way around, but we won't get started on that topic.
Yeah, man. But it's important that know what you want. Don't play around. We don't have forever.
Yeah.
So it's time to get real and have those conversations on day one. And unfortunately for my man who drove 4 hours, who's watching this.
Oh my God.
At least man.
He's happily married I don't know about happily, but he is married now.
See?
So it all works out.
It took him a 4-hour drive to commit to the woman that he wants to be with. You see what I'm saying? So it's all good, guys. Take your time. Bev, one last thing. What's one last advice you want to give to the crowd who's listening? Give them one piece of advice on love, relationship. One more time. Give them one advice.
Well, this advice is probably for myself.
Okay, go ahead.
To not give up on it,
okay.
Right? Because if you give up, it'll never happen, right? You just have to keep going. Hope is something that keeps things alive. And so if you don't believe, it won't happen. So just don't give up on it. Don't give up on the things that you want.
I love it. Yeah. What's your handle so they can start blowing up your phone and your IG so they can now get you on a date and drive 5 hours this time? What's your handle? Shout that out.
Bev_revivalist. Woo. Don't ask why, but
we won't. On the first date they will. But I'm your host, guys, Harry Obama J. It was a pleasure seeing you guys. Wait till the next show. We're looking forward to seeing you guys. Again, subscribe, and share with your friends because as we grow, you grow. Take care, everybody. Can't wait to see you in the next episode.
Yeah. There's only one winner.
We are creating a path for you to follow. Share and subscribe now.